Hello everybody, welcome to this episode of the Jesse Walker Show. We are here with the Lights of Broadway people, Dory and Justin. Dory is the collaborator, Justin is the head of the fan club. Welcome. How did Squigs come up with the idea?
Squigs and I both dreamed of this, and we were having lunch, and we started talking about something that we always wanted to see happen in the world of Broadway, and we decided then and there that we had to make it happen. It was quite a while ago now, because it takes a while to put it all together, and obviously a tremendous amount of work that Squigs had to do to create the cards. But we started quite a while ago in conceiving this idea.
Do you remember how long it was?
I think at this point it was, over 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But for me, as a kid, I collected baseball cards because I had 2 brothers, and they were very into baseball card collecting, and I loved the idea of collecting cards and special cards and trading and all of that. It was so much fun, but the honest truth is I didn't care that much about baseball. And I just wished there were Broadway cards, but there were no Broadway cards, so I traded baseball cards.
Now, how did Squig come up with the facts on the back of the cards? Who comes up with them?
Well, we have a team of writers that we try to come up with facts that are not that common, that are interesting, that maybe people don't know. So we do a lot of research.
How does Squig pick the people who goes on?
We try to focus on the people who are part of the season that we're in. We also want to make sure that every edition of the cards has designers and people from Broadway past. We also want to make sure that there are the shows both that are from the current season as well as shows from the past. So it's a mixture, but most importantly, we are engaged with the Lights of Broadway community, and we get their guidance, and we want to make sure that we're incorporating their ideas.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of great suggestions that are being made, and we incorporated so many of their ideas in this latest edition. The ensemblists came out of that, and many great artists are part of it because of the suggestions that were made by the Lights of Broadway collectors. Here's one right here.
Now, how do you choose which ones go into each category? Like their first runs, limited runs, re-releases, rare, super rare, super rare, and there are also charity ones that people sign and give money to charity.
Yeah.
So how do you pick those?
Justin has a very strong point of view sometimes about what he really wants to do, what he thinks is best. I have some thoughts about what I want to make sure we include, and it's a discussion. We go back and forth. We come up with a list. We refine it. We incorporate the ideas of our collectors, and it's hard. We always have so many more ideas than we can accommodate. Even with 120 unique cards in this edition, there's so many more that we want to do.
I'm sorry, I didn't know about it a year ago. I found out about it when Squigs was on Live at 5 on Broadway.com.
Yes.
And then it said the magical word. He made one for Kelly. And I'm like, I gotta get into it. Can you open up your binder and show us your favorite ones that you have?
Favorite. Oh my God.
I'll show you my most favorite card.
Okay.
Okay? That one's my
Big
most
Ellie.
favorite.
The Kelly?
And you know what? You can have it.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Wow.
That's a card
awfully
for you.
sweet of you.
Thank
that's
you.
very nice.
I went through and I found one because I know you wanted one.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
He's very fond of
Yeah,
Kelly.
I know I am too.
I'm wearing her only thing.
He's wearing it.
That's her Tony pin.
Ah,
Is it? That's cool.
That is so nice.
She gave it to him.
That's cool.
And I have a Sirius XM card, because I think you're looking for that. And you need to have one.
Oh
She's
too.
my
giving
God.
surprises today.
Boy, is that nice. That's, so,
Oh, I'm gonna show all my friends who are gonna watch this.
that's right.
I'm not gonna tell anyone until they watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to them and say you gotta watch the video. Oh, I'm
That's
so
very nice of you.
excited.
That's very
That was
nice.
so
Now I can
sweet.
fill this
Oh my
void.
Mm.
Oh, and look. There's another one of my favorite cards. Let's talk about that one. Let's show the
Is that
camera.
your brand?
Have a Yul Brenner?
Is that your
Yul Brenner?
brand?
Yeah,
The blonde guy on the other page. You
well,
just,
Michael Cerverus, I think,
Oh.
that might have been.
Would he do a Yul Brenner? I mean, that was from a long time ago.
Sure.
I'm sure at
Well,
some
we have,
point.
We have Broadway legends, you
Oh.
know, I'm sure we'll be
Collection.
doing a Yul Brenner card.
Okay,
No
put it
question.
Oh, they're showing their cards.
on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean we got all of them, I think, right?
Oh,
How
yeah.
many are there?
Well, we have, we just completed our third edition, and so there are probably with some special releases that we had, there are over 250 unique cards.
Wow. That's a
And
lot.
we'll be there, oh, it's a lot.
can you tell the camera some of your cards that you're wearing?
Look at this. I can't believe it.
We got a whole.
Is that Hirschfeld upper left?
That's Stephen Sondheim.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is
I never thought of that one.
That's true.
What, you never thought of what, Hirschfeld?
Hirschfeld's card, that would be
Okay.
awesome. We credit. we got all
You know
of
what?
them.
You know, a person like myself, I have no idea what this is about. Maybe you should just
but-
explain what
That's
it
what I
is.
was gonna say, maybe you could.
We don't really, I
explain
mean,
to
you guys
everybody.
know, and maybe
Why don't
Chris
you
knows.
talk about it from the
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about the beginning, and, well, you told us about the beginning, but
Well, the beginning was last year. It was about, I guess a little less than a year ago at the Broadway Flea Market. And I walked over to this table with a bunch of cool drawings. And I said, hey, what are these things? And they're little packs of cards. They looked like this, but they were black at the time. And I was like, oh my God, someone made trading cards. And we had like a 2-pack limit per person that night. And I bought my 2 packs. And then I kept going back every once in a while and I kept saying, can I buy another pack of cards? And he was like, sure, it's
He
fine.
came back in a mustache.
It's like,
Yeah. So you weren't the
All different
originator.
disguises.
It was already existing when you found it.
It existed, yeah, it existed when I found it, and I jumped right on. I mean, within 2 days, I had the entire first set
Yeah,
of cards.
that's what I did. That what I got a 10-pack and
You bought the 10.
So who do you buy these from? I mean,
have to tell
the
people
light,
that-
Well-
the light,
Go
the
about getting them.
Broadway.com.
You can buy them from the Lights of Broadway Showcards webpage, or you can get them in New York at 1 Schubert Alley or Theater Circle. And Theater Circle's on West 44th Street. I work there. I work there, yes.
what is this?
It's a theater shop. We sell T-shirts
Oh, okay.
and hats and mugs and pins and sheet music and
Okay.
it's a nerd dream. It's like best place to work. Best place to you gotta come in. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun store and we love it.
Yeah.
But that's where they sold them. Besides the Broadway Flea Market and besides online. I think that was before the online shop was a thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
They sold them at theaters.
But we'll be,
Circle.
you know, we're, it's a slow ramp up. We want to do it right. So they're a little hard to come by, which is exciting. I think, for
So the ones that came out last year, you can't get those anymore.
No, we sold out. We sold out, and we're going to be selling out of this third edition before the summer's over. Before the next edition is
Yeah.
out. They're going fast.
The only rare one that I know I have is a Michael Park one and
Oh.
and Zero Mostel
Here's Zero
and
still.
yeah.
and Seth Wadetsky.
Says
Seth?
Yeah.
Sesbudesky.
So,
Yeah.
and he's on the Sirius XM card.
Yeah.
Now you got to get him to sign it.
I'm gonna put it right in there.
What makes them desirable or rare? I mean, did you print the same amount of each or no?
In this past edition, we have cards that we have basically a full run of a certain number of cards. Then we have a half run
Okay.
of some cards, and then there are some very special cards that we only have a very limited edition. We have autograph cards. That you want to speak to the autograph cards and the special cards? We have. Go ahead.
I mean, I got them all. Although I am waiting for them to send me my prize from my Golden Wicket card in the mail, which is a sketch card, which is pretty
Yes.
cool. So what he did was he took 6 blank cards and drew on them and then put them into packs and created this very evil thing where all of the collectors are going nuts because everybody wants one, but everyone can't have one.
And I think there's a Tony card.
Yeah, there's a Tony Foyle card. I think there are only 50 or 100 in the
Only
packs.
50.
Only 50 of those in the packs. And then our giving back cards this edition were Ann Harada, Danny Burstein, Megan Hilty, and Leslie Odom Jr., which people are also going crazy for. A lot of
Looks
them.
like that one's signed. That they're
Yeah, all of these.
they're all signed. Wow.
All of the giving back cards or special
Yeah.
edition cards are signed. In the last
Wow.
edition, it was Kelly O'Hara and Christian Borle.
And so there's
That's really
only a
cool.
small number of autographed cards in all the packs mixed in among the pack, and
They're
in
mixed
honor-
in, so it's a lucky.
It's random.
It's a lucky
Oh,
draw.
my goodness, that's
And
terrific.
So you could imagine how many I've bought.
So the
bet.
Golden Wicket is just in a pack?
And same with
Yeah.
the Golden Wicket, they're a
So you
limited
know that.
number, and then you get something special.
Oh.
But the idea behind the giving back cards is that we're making a charitable contribution in the name of Ann Harada or Danny Burstein or Megan Hilty or Leslie Odom in this last edition to their favorite
To-
charity.
Wow. So that's a good cause. Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
we're
And on the backs of them it says, what charity and what it's about, and and you have to share them on Instagram or on Facebook or Twitter, and you have to hashtag the
Yeah.
light, Lights of Broadway Shines a
yes,
Light,
yeah,
and they post you on the
I've heard
website.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the Broadway Facebook page begging for a credit card.
Well,
Literally,
there you go.
So if he got this song,
begging.
would that be legit? Because he's friendly with her? I mean,
sure.
that would work. I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Of course.
Okay. Do you have your collection insured?
No,
No. Okay.
I should do that. shouldn't
Yeah,
I?
I mean, it's your life. It's an
Especially-
important part of your life.
Yeah, especially since you have every one. My God.
So what would you insure for $50?
$50. No, like it's
That was for one 10-pack.
yes, 110
I'm kidding.
without the tax.
Without the tax, yeah.
Dory, how do you know when to release a card?
Re-release.
Re-release.
Well, we have because so many of our collectors didn't know about the Broadway cards when we released the first
like
edition.
I did.
So we have re-released some of those folks. In the latest edition, we'll re-release more of the performers and designers and creators in the next edition, because we want to make sure everybody has a chance to get their favorite performer or creator in a card. But to protect the collectors,
Yeah.
there will always only be one of the first edition Kelly cards,
And those
for
are special.
example. And
Yeah.
they're very special.
Yeah.
This will obviously be the second round, which will still be a cool card.
Yes.
It'll be a great card, but it won't be,
We can
you know,
do,
the original.
Not as much value
we
too.
can show,
Yeah.
we
Right,
can
yeah.
show Lynn and Lynn.
That's excellent.
Where did Lynn go? Here's Lynn. So,
I got
the only difference between the two, oh, this one's a little different. I never compared them side by side.
Yeah, they're
Why
a
don't you
little
show
They
the
different.
camera?
They look different. They look different when you see them very closely,
And they're different on the back too.
and they're also different on the backs.
You think they look different?
They have different borders. I think in future
The
editions.
The colors are a little different.
Squigs
Yeah, I
is
can see
going
that.
to,
Where do you have
in future editions, Squigs is gonna make them a little more radically different. So, it will look unique. Squigs
The
is
Justin
designer.
Robertson.
creator,
Yeah.
Justin
Justin.
Robertson.
Yeah.
It's his nickname.
Yeah.
But part of what made me happy when they were re-releasing cards was that it would say second
Second
print
print.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the back,
It
because I was going nuts. I was like, they're not the same,
It's,
Is there a market for this on Craigslist or not?
Oh, sure.
Or
There is on
There is on?
eBay.
yeah, yeah.
Show it.
And there was at Broadway Con.
Oh, Broadway Con, yes,
I was dying to go to Broadway Con, and it turned out one of my best friends was hosting the something Latin panel.
oh, right.
Adeline Ray,
Mhm.
we are so tight.
He is, he really is.
I
Coming.
she's
Here, let me
coming.
take it out of the
She's
thing.
coming on my show on Wednesday
Oh, nice.
when we do Jesse Walker live on stage. We're gonna have Caroline Ray, Joey Cola, and like 2 or 3 other people.
That's wonderful.
From where we live, they
Yeah.
was gonna do a live show.
Yeah.
So,
And we hosted this something what? I don't know.
Oh, nice, that's great.
No, well,
well, that's pretty much, they've covered everything.
Yeah. Do you need the Star's permission to do this?
Because they're caricatures, we technically, legally don't need their permission, but, we're eager to, this is something that benefits the Broadway community, and also, we're so eager to celebrate our community, not just the stars, but the creators and the shows themselves, and the designers, and the people who've been involved that are never really acknowledged. We really want those people to get
Oh, that's good.
recognition as well. We are really happy with our ensemblist cards. We acknowledge and celebrate people in the ensemble.
That's
yeah,
important.
Everyone loves those.
Yeah.
And so
who's on the ensemble cards?
you have those?
He has every one of them.
That's a silly question.
Why don't you say which ones don't you have? And of course,
And then I have a whole other set at home that's signed. So I mean,
Wow, that's incredible.
you everything is signed.
most of
there's-
them. I mean, most of them. I mean,
But there's certain people that don't sign, right? Like Harvey Firestein, I understand.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sign his card,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've seen his autograph before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know.
got it.
He has a nickname for Jesse. He calls him Cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah, Cookie.
Let's see. Betsy Struxness, Cameron Adams, Shecky, Ryan Steele, Harvey Evans, Jennifer
Well,
Simard.
those guys aren't, we
Oh, so
just
those
had
are-
4.
Oh, we had 4.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, and then the rares.
Yes, those are great.
Yes, and then the rares. So yeah, we got these.
And we'll be doing another 4 in the next
Do
edition.
you,
And those are ensemble people?
Jackson, do you have the Aladdin collection?
The Aladdin collection. I have the Aladdin card, and I have James Monroe
We have a-
Iglehart in here,
Casey Nicola.
and we have Casey Nicola.
James is another friend of mine.
Yeah, I just watched him at the Schubert Alley Stars in the Alley.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
just
there?
now. Yeah, he was there for a
I
little
guess we
bit.
missed
We
him.
were gonna go over there.
You were gonna go
What
over
street
there
is that?
It's right by Schubert Alley.
Which is what street?
It's 44th Street, right by where Matilda's playing. It's in
Okay.
that little corner.
Yeah.
Is it like crazy over there?
Oh yeah, it's a little
We'll never
nuts.
get close.
Maybe
It's a
that
little
was why the
nuts.
traffic, we had so much traffic, maybe they,
Probably.
It's a nice
All right, you guys have been to Disney,
Yes.
and they have trading posts for the pins.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything like that for your cards?
Well, we do have an entire like Facebook network, which was it was actually created by a friend of mine, Mark, and he created this little group that started out with like 12 people, and now we have over 200. So people are mailing cards from, Connecticut to New York, and then from New York to California, and from some people are even in the UK doing it. It's just a lot of shipping, but I mean, that's one of the things we do. At Broadway Con, everybody wore these little pins that say light catcher, that so other people knew that you were trading cards. So people would just stop you in the middle of whatever somebody else was doing. They'd be like, "Oh, do you trade? I need this." And you're just like, "Yeah, I trade. I have this." And then you give it was a lot of fun. But people come to the store to trade. People meet up at the Marriott to trade. People meet up anywhere. I mean, it's
terrific.
just
Terrific.
it's so much fun.
It's nice. It's nice. I think that a wonderful online community has come together, and a lot of people have met through this, and theater lovers from all over the country and beyond.
It's a networking.
There's
thing.
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
nice people in that
Really
group.
lovely people.
Yeah.
What is the most valuable, most expensive card you've seen on the internet or Craigslist or whatever? Wherever you would see it. I'm just,
We saw someone post one of the Broadway Con cards.
is that I assume it's a rare card.
Yes, they're Broadway Con exclusive cards. Of course.
Did
I
you
know.
ever?
They're Broadway Con exclusive cards, which are, open it up, which are these 6.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
so
show it.
mine.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Is the microphone in the way?
Nah, that's alright.
Look at that. Okay, so you see.
So that it's a Broadway Con card. So this is like Broadway Con Stage Door, Rent, Fun Home, Hamilton, Fiddler on the Roof, and Something Rotten. And people were posting these on eBay because you could only get 2 sets. So if you wanted another set, you had to get somebody else to get one for you, which is a task. It's not an easy thing. And I mean, I know I bought 2 sets, and I had to give one to one of my friends because she couldn't make it to Broadway Con.
Gotcha.
So I know, I got my 2 sets. I kept mine, gave one to my friend, and then eventually over time, I had those summer cards that people wanted. So I said, if you give me a Broadway Con set, I'll give you summer cards. And they said, okay. So now I have more summer cards. I mean, more Broadway Con exclusive sets.
So what, excuse me a second, what did it sell for?
What did it sell?
That was, you don't
I mean,
recall?
I'm pretty sure someone put up the Rent card and the Hamilton cards for upwards of $150 for a card. One card. And I know for a fact that there's one on eBay right now, and it's Fun Home signed by Michael Severus, which I didn't buy because I could just get that if I wanted to. If I wanted to. But
Some people are unrealistic though with their prices when they try to sell stuff on like
Oh,
eBay.
yeah.
Like they put it so high, it's like.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it sold.
Oh, there's always
That
somebody
card,
who
you
wants
know?
to buy it. Yeah, always.
I'm pretty sure it did sell.
I'm sure it
I
did.
do think that I think one of the reasons why people are responding so beautifully to these cards, one is it's celebrating our community and all the people in it, which is a wonderful thing. But I think the work that Squigs has done is just magnificent. They're beautiful. They're pieces
Yeah, he's very
of art.
talented.
You know, they really are beautiful art pieces. So
It's also clean fun.
yeah,
It's clean
Uh-huh.
fun.
It turns it turns 21-year-olds into 8-year-olds, and it turns 40-year-olds into 8-year-olds, and it turns, you know, it doesn't matter. 70, like, it's crazy. Like, people love this. It brings everybody together in such a way.
There's another set that you can't get. The press set
Press
The
it.
press set, yes.
with all one Ulrich. Do you have that card?
He has
Ulrich?
everything.
Do you probably have?
The all one Ulrich.
The Paul, I do, and yes, we had some special edition cards
Yeah, just
created
take
for the
it.
press. They've been very supportive of our.
You can do it.
They've been very supportive of our cards, and so we had just a limited number of press cards created.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I
He
say
has
it was,
everything.
and I say it was clean fun.
You can
Right up there, right up top.
You should kill this.
Yes, these are my prized press cards. Now I have them all thanks to Dory. She just gave me my Sirius XM card. And now I'm just waiting on one more to complete my entire set. And I think I will be the first and only person that has that right
And what
now.
is that card? Which
That's
one?
the sketch, one of the sketch cards, which was my prize from the Golden Wicket that I found.
And you'll be getting it.
Luckily.
We also have just come out with a two special packs, the Fiddler pack and the Fun Home pack, and those are packs that have exclusive cards just for those shows. And right now,
Danny Bernstein.
yeah, so Fiddler and Fun Home, and we'll be doing other shows in the
But you
near
can't
future.
buy them at the show.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
can
do
buy
buy
them
them.
at
You
the
only
show.
buy them at the show.
Right now.
We thought we didn't know about that.
What,
So we
where
have
was
to go
it?
with
Well, I mean, when did you go?
Fiddler.
Because I'm sure they just happened. It just happened.
Yeah, it did happen, but I didn't know until like 3 months ago
I guess we'll
when
have to go
Riggs was live at art and he was explaining the concept, and then he said the magical word. I made the one for Kelly, and I ordered right away.
Where'd you order them from?
Like the Broadway.com.
Okay.
Yeah, the Fiddler and the Fun Home special packs are available right now only at the shows, but in the very near future, they'll also be available at Theater Circle and on the Lights of Broadway website.
And again, what do they cost when you buy them?
It's like $5 a pack, right?
It's
Well-
for the Lights of Broadway packs,
For-
or regular packs, they're $5.
Yeah.
Please.
And how many
for-
cards in there?
There are 5.
Okay.
For the show packs, for reasons that have to do with the shows, they're $10 a pack.
Same 5 cards. Interesting.
But show specific.
Yeah.
Which makes them
There's
more valuable.
Aladdin one that I know of. Aladdin.
Aladdin, we haven't done a show pack for them yet, but we'd love to. But we do have that Aladdin
we do
card.
have their card
Yeah.
somewhere.
I have
Yeah, you
it.
have it, Jess.
He
I
has-
have it.
Oh,
No,
good.
no, he has. Somewhere.
Watch it.
You have a great collection. Look at that.
Keep
This
your
was
eyes on
just
this
over
guy.
the, whatever they sent him. I
I
don't know.
ordered.
Maybe Chris can find it. Is that-
I ordered
I told him to put it
It should be the next page.
in.
a 10-pack right away.
You know this
He
back
has
and
this
forth,
Aladdin
don't you?
card.
I
And he doesn't have James Bond.
So are people going to be standing at the stage door to get these autographs?
Oh yes.
Oh, they
Oh
are.
yes.
They are.
Oh, you mean it's gonna be
God bless.
posted
Okay,
it is already?
okay.
People do
idea
this
here.
all
Fine.
night. All night.
You're telling us.
I have friends. One of my friends, Michelle, on the trading group, is the ambassador of
Remember, we're recording.
signed cards. So one day I pulled out an extra Tony foil card, and she was like in shock. And I was like, "So what are you gonna give me for it?" Right? So she was like, "You can pick 12 cards from this stack," and she handed me a stack of signed cards.
Oh,
Wow.
And I mean, things like Judy Kuhn. I'm sure there were some Kellys signed in there. There were Danny Burstein, his summer card, his new card, like
I agree.
Yeah, let him finish his story.
just everything, anything possible that you could think of that could be signed was signed.
And she actually stood there and had them
Yes, she
signed.
did. I mean,
How
some
many-
of us mail them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I mailed when Rebecca Luker was doing Fun Home. I mailed a card to the theater, and I asked her if she'll sign one, and she sent it back in like 2 days.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I got it back in 5 days. I
I
think.
know Max Van Etten wanted to do that for me, but I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, that's nice.
And I know from the doubles, we have Evan Tveit, Jane Howdy, Bloody, Andrew Jackson,
Uh-huh.
whatever, Kevin,
Chamberlain?
yeah, Kevin Chamberlain I have a double of, and
Well, maybe find someone who knows.
that,
But you don't have a James Englehart, and he's
No, I know.
He's a good friend.
and he's a good friend. We need one.
Oh,
that
come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's important.
We're good at this.
Yeah.
He's seen this show, what, 6 times?
Oh
already?
yeah. You need
How-
to have his.
I have a special ramp to go, and
They made a
Yeah,
ramp
Jesse
so we
ramp.
could get in
Oh,
there.
that's nice.
Yeah. So, how many cards can you get them to sign without annoying them at the stage door?
I mean,
I mean, would you give them more than one?
I do. I rarely do it. I'm not a stage door signing person. I mean, I love pictures. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'd much rather have a picture with James than a signed card with him, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, I also try not to stand at the stage door because there are too many people and I don't like I want everyone else to enjoy it, you know? I mean,
I
eventually I will meet them. You know, I have faith.
There's no way I cannot play the door.
He staged
He makes us stay
every
stage, it doesn't matter how
Wednesday.
cold.
They go to the
boy.
show and I stand by the door.
I don't care what weather, rain.
There's gonna be a tornado coming and we'll still be there.
So basically,
One time, I stood out there for 2 hours because I wouldn't believe that Kristen Englewood went on with the flu,
Oh.
and then I got the flu.
so you keep your book with you all the time.
Not all the time.
So in case you bump into somebody.
I do. I don't all the time, but most of the time I do have it with me. Like if I'm going to work,
I
or
insure it.
Yeah.
You don't
Or,
want such a valuable thing.
I mean, I do leave it at home a lot because
Mhm.
it's heavy. This is a heavy. This is like a 3-pound book.
He said he
right?
he did say he'll eventually meet them. So he meets them at
Yeah,
the store.
I mean,
he
they
meets
come
them-
into my store all the
Yeah,
time. If
yeah.
you look on Periscope today or Twitter.